Yo, what's good, fam? Look, I know it's some people that may see this video where right now life is not good. You're struggling, you got a lot of shit going on. If that sounds like you, I made this video specifically for you because I know I've been there, done that, bottomed out, not had anything. You name it, I've done it. And I want to give you some things that I promise will help you, that I wish I had somebody to tell me these things sooner, that may help you get where you're trying to go. For one, I want you to understand, please be patient with yourself, fam. Whatever you got going on, whatever it looks like, money struggles, some of you may be assed out, some of you may be having real relationship issues with family members, people in your house, a significant other, whatever it is, some of you may have real trauma. Please be patient with yourself. Life can be difficult in literally thousands of ways. As somebody, I've been to 6 different countries at this point, not including my own, met people from all different walks of life. And I'm telling you, as somebody who's taking time to get to know people, sparking up conversations as a social butterfly that I am, you just be amazed how many different new ways you find out what people go through and may have dealing with. So life is hard in a lot of fucking ways. So please be patient with yourself. And if you somebody who, like me, had massive struggles, points questioning myself because you decided to step out and try and go for something and be all that you can be, or to do something to be better in your life, and it completely blew up in your face and it didn't work, you struggled, you took an L, I'm telling you, please be patient with yourself. Because for one, kudos to you for even trying. Most people don't ever even try and go for what it is they want. So if you ain't said it to yourself, I'm telling you, congratulations, kudos for you for even trying, and you need to congratulate yourself straight up, because that's so major, and that's something you gotta do, is to encourage yourself and be patient with yourself. Because like I tell you, we all see people on TV, professional athletes, public figures, TV personalities, artists, the list goes on, people that have created their dream life and all of these things. Please understand, most of them did not, matter of fact, not most of it, I'm tripping. None of them got it right on the first try. Second, third, fifth try. Most people, it took taking some lumps, taking some L's along the process, getting knocked on your ass and having to get up, dust yourself off, and pick yourself up and try again. That's most people. So if you on your first try and something didn't work, don't be comparing your first try that didn't work to somebody who's been at this for 5 years, 10 years, whatever it was, that have tried numerous times. You just early in your process. All you need to do is, if you got breath in your body, you got an able body, dust yourself off. If you need to cry, do whatever you got to do, let off steam, however you kind of release, do what you got to do, and then get your ass back up and in the ring. Because I promise you, the only person that fails or loses is somebody who quits trying. Because I'm telling you, anybody that's created a dream life is just somebody who didn't quit trying. Point blank period. If you stay in long enough, eventually some shit that you're trying to get is gonna work. That's literally all it is to it. And I need you to understand, so please be patient with yourself. I didn't mean to ramble with that, but it was so important for me to make sure that you understand how important it is to be patient with yourself and accept yourself as well. Don't take as long as it took me, or the struggle that I took, to learn how to accept yourself. No matter what your bank account looks like, no matter what your relationship status looks like, no matter what lifestyle you got, you ought to feel accepted regardless. Because my thing is, you're a human being. That alone gives you the birthright of being accepted. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. And you don't need anything outside of yourself to feel accepted. There was a point in time where you didn't rely on all these other things that we feel like we need to make us feel enough to feel accepted. You know, we were just who we were. We may have depended on our parents for survival and protection, but we didn't need somebody's acceptance. We knew we were enough. That's just what it was. And then down the road, we learned, social media followers, views, what quality relationship you got, how much money you got in your bank account, what you got where you can flex on the gram, you know, all of these different things to determine if you're enough. And all of that is bullshit. So please, not just be patient with yourself, but to accept yourself regardless of no matter what it is. I got to a point of not having for the first time in my adulthood life, not having a car, practically being homeless, all in the jobless, all in the process of chasing a dream, trying to be more than I can be. I lost everything, you know. Well, I didn't lose everything, so I thought I lost everything, because you never lose the core of who you are. So I want you to understand, no matter what you got going on, you're enough. I promise you. Don't take as long as it took me to learn that. So I need you to understand that. And as far as creating a better life, what I need you to understand is it's all accumulation. Your life is just an accumulation of what you've thought, the things that you've been thinking, your belief system throughout a day-by-day process, week-by-week process, month-by-month process, and your actions, the things that you've done day by day, week by week, month by month, and it accumulates. So if you want a better life, you have got to sit down and take inventory and start looking and be completely honest with yourself. What the fuck have you been doing? What things have you literally been doing? Write them out. Literally list them out. What have you been doing? And then you got to ask yourself, do the things that I've been doing, do they help me get to where I want to go in life and have a better life? Or do they work the opposite and move me away from the life that I want to live? And it's going to be one or the other. And that's a choice you got to make to determine if what you're doing is helping you or hurting you. And same thing with your thoughts. Every day you got thoughts, numerous thoughts, hundreds, thousands of thoughts that play through your head. Start being aware of the thoughts. Just like if you're on a playground or at a game and you watching your favorite athletes or whatever, you watching them play, watching the game, watching what players are doing, you can see what actions they taking, you know, what everything's going on. Start paying attention and observing what thoughts are running through your head, and ask yourself, do these thoughts help me to feel empowered to be able to do what it is I want to do out of my life? Do they support me as far as being the person that I need to be or I want to be? Or do they hurt me? Do they diminish me? Do they make me feel less than myself? Do they lower my esteem? Do they make me feel fear and doubt instead of trust and belief? Whatever it is, you got to start taking inventory of those things. And just like any of us, we've all been in a situation, I think most of us have been in a situation where we've dated somebody where it was just not it. They diminished us, they disrespected us, they made us feel less than ourselves. All of these negative things, always talked down on us, was toxic, you know, wasn't really trusting, you know, wasn't supportive, all of these different things. Most of us, at least I hope, would have gotten rid of that partner. If you had that partner, you get rid of them like a bad habit. You got to go. So why do we not do that when you have thoughts that don't help you, that diminish you and do all of these different things that hurt you and make you less than who you really are? If you at a point where you got a lot of negative thoughts and negative thinking and beliefs, if they don't help you or support where you're trying to go and what you want to be, how you want to feel, what you want to do in your life, that shit has to go like a bad partner. Point blank, period. That is the new standard. Any thoughts, any actions, any beliefs that don't support where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to feel in your life, that shit has to go. No exceptions, no excuses. So I want you to understand your life is just an accumulation. I promise you, if you look at your life right now, if you're struggling, you start looking at the things you've been doing, the things that you've been thinking, all it is, and you be like, damn, I really have been thinking like that, because that's really what it is. Your thinking and your actions create the life that you have. That's what it is, quite literally. So I want you to understand that, because that's the game. And if you at a point, I need to say this as well, if you at a point where you're trying to clean up your life or whatever, you're trying to fix some things, you're trying to change some things to improve your life, be patient with yourself, because accumulation works in both ways. Just like I use snow, I use a different analogy. Building a brick wall is accumulation as well. You building a brick wall, laying a brick every day, building it up. A brick wall doesn't go up all at one time in just one day, 1 week, one month, whatever the case is. It's a process. So what I need you to understand is, just like how it takes time to build something, whether that's good or bad, if you're trying to get rid of something or change something, you going accumulation in the opposite direction. If you're trying to tear something down, and that's where a lot of you all are, if you're trying to fix something in your life, you got to tear something down that ain't working for you. That's a process. It don't happen overnight. You pulling a brick down every day, So you got to be patient and understand it's not going to happen overnight. You got to give yourself patience and trust your process. Point blank, period. So I want you all to understand that. And if you're struggling in any area of your life, any of this sounds like, damn, bro, he's talking my situation, and you need help trying to get your life in order, I created a community specifically for people trying to self-improve. It's a self-development and self-improvement community that I created for people trying to level their lives up in all areas. If you're trying to heal, you got childhood trauma, if you're trying to get in better shape, if you have money and lifestyle problems where you're trying to improve your money situation, you're trying to get to a point where you're in a job, career that you don't like, and you're trying to start living a life that you actually enjoy and love doing, you're struggling with confidence, or you're dating, whatever the case is, self-esteem, all of it, it's the Lifestyle Buffet is the name of the community that I created, because it's not one shoe size fits all. I know there's people that have all issues with all different walks of life, and I'm just a space to try and help people in whatever area you need in your life. So if any of that resonates, the information will be in the description. There's a link. You can click that link, and I'll see you on the other side if that resonates. And if you need one-on-one coaching, I also offer that as well for somebody who needs specific one-on-one guidance. I offer that as well. You can DM me or email me, and I'd love to help any and every last one of you all be the best versions of yourselves and create the life that you always knew that you were capable of living, because that's your birthright and you deserve to have that. And I want you to live your very life. We only have one. So I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't already, I forgot to mention, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. And if you know somebody that could value or benefit from this video, please send that so that I can help as many people as I can. So I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And y'all know what I always tell you, where you go and what you do in your life, that's 100% all on you. And I promise you got it. I love y'all. And until next time, peace and love.